So guys, our next question is question number 20, which says point A and B lie on a circle with radius 1. So I have drawn here a circle. Let's say this is the point A and here the point B lies on a circle with radius 1. The length from the center of the circle to A and to the B is 1, which is the radius. Let me say R is a radius. And arc AB has length pi by 3. Here we have the arc AB. The length of AB, let me say L, is equal to the length of AB, which is equal to pi by 3. What fraction of the circumference of the circle is the length of the AB? So we need to find the fraction of the circumference and the arc of the circle. Let C is the circumference implies C is equal to 2 pi r. Circumference of the circle is equal to 2 pi r. And it was given that r is equal to 1, radius is equal to 1. So I can put the value of r here as r is equal to 1. So C will be equal to 2 pi. To find the fraction of C and the length of arc AB, divide the length of the arc AB by the circumference. We need to divide the length as the length of the arc AB is equal to pi by 3. We need to divide it with 2 pi. So we can find the fraction of the arc of the circle with the circle. So it will be pi by 3 multiplied by 1 by 2 pi. Pi will be cancelled with each other. So answer will be 1 by 6. So this is the fraction of the circumference and the arc, which is 1/6 of the circle. The length of this arc is 1/6 of the circle, and if we write it down in the decimal form, it will be 0.166 something. Okay, let's move to the next question. Our next question is the question number 1 of the section number 4. Which expression is equivalent to options A to D? 2x square minus 4. So we need to open the bracket and multiply it inside of the bracket with the minus symbol. So minus minus plus 3x square minus plus minus 2x minus minus plus 7, which is equal to 2x square plus 3x is equal to 5x square. Then we need to write the term which has only x minus 2x. Then the constant terms 7 minus 4 will be plus 3. So it's the option number A. Option A is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 2. Question number 2 has shown a graph, and this graph shows us two different lines. First line is showing the name Paul, and the second line shows the Mark. The name of this line is Mark. So let's read the question. Question is, the graph above shows the positions of Paul and Mark during a race. Paul and Mark each ran at constant rate, and Mark was given a head start to shorten the distance he needed to run. Paul finished the race in 6 seconds and Mark finished the race in 10 seconds. According to the graph, Mark was given a head start of how many yards? So in the graph on the y-axis, the distance is given in the yards, and the x-axis, the time is given in the seconds. So in 6 seconds, Paul has completed the distance and Mark has completed in 10 seconds. So according to the graph, Mark was given a head start of how many yards? Okay, we can easily see y-intercept of the line that represents Mark's position. Here the Mark's position, the y-intercept here, where it is touching to the y-axis. is at the grid line that is half between 12 and 24. So it is in between 12 and 24. We can easily see each grid is divided with the 6. So this one is 6, then 6, 12, then 6 is 18. So here we get 18 yards. So it means the mark has given a head start of 18 yards, which is option C. Let's move to the next question. Our next question is, snow fell and then stopped for a time. So in the beginning, snow was falling and then stopped. When the snow began to fall again, it fell at a faster rate than it had initially. So actually, the snow is falling in 3 different times. First time it is falling, then the second time it stops, then it starts again with the faster rate than it had initially. Assuming that none of the snow melted during the time indicated, which of the following graphs could model the total accumulation of snow versus time? So in A, B, C, D options, we are given different graphs with on the y-axis we have accumulation of snow, and on the x-axis we have time. Let me draw a graph to present 3 different time periods. I'm going to substitute the time on the x-axis, so time on x-axis, and I'm going to make 3 different time periods. First from 0 to period A, and then A to B, this is the second period, then B to C, this is the third period. And on the y-axis I'm going to present accumulation of snow. So according to the question, from first period of time the snow was falling or snow falls. So snow falls, it means it has a positive accumulation from 0 to A. So this is from 0 to A. It has positive slope or positive inclination. Then in the second time period, it says that the snow has stopped. The snow stopped for time, for second time. It means from A to B, the second period, the snow will be stopped. It means there is no snow, so that's why slope of this line will be equal to the horizontal line. Then in the third time period, it says it fell at a faster rate than it had initially. From B to C, it is falling more faster. It means it will have more slope than the first time, or more steeper than the first time, or more inclination than the first time. I think I have made it correctly, or if I made a little more inclination here, I can more steeper. So by looking at the graph which I have made, option A is the correct option according to the solution. Let's move to the next question. Question number 4 says, a website hosting service charges businesses a one-time setup fee of $350 plus D dollars for each month. At the beginning, everyone has to pay $350 to set up the business, and each month has to pay the D dollars. If a business owner paid $1,010 for the first 12 months, it means he has paid $1,010 in total for the 12th month, including the setup fee. What is the value of D? So we know the amount he has to pay for 12 months will be pay for 12 months is equal to 12D, because D then dollars for each month, and 12 months we have to multiply amount of each month with the 12, so we will get the amount for the 12 months, and including the setup fee we have to add the setup fee with it, and it will give us the total amount which a business owner has paid. The equation will be, first if I write down the total payment, total paid is equal to $1,010. So equation can be represented as follows. It will be 12D plus the setup fee 350 will be equal to $1,010. So from here we can solve for the D. 12D is equal to 1010 minus 350, which is equal to 660, and D is equal to 660 divided by 12 will be equal to 55. So each month he has to pay $55, and that's the correct answer, option D. Next question is question number 5, and it says, which of the following inequalities is equivalent to the inequality above? So here we have the inequality. We need to find which of the following is equivalent to this inequality. So let me write down here 6x minus 9y is greater than 12. The properties of inequality is we can divide both sides of inequality. The inequality will remain same. So if I divide both sides by 3, dividing both sides by 3, so 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So that inequality is equal to option B. 2x minus 3y is greater than 4. Our next question is, the members of City Council wanted to assess the opinion of all city residents about converting an open field into a dog park. The council surveyed a sample of 500 city residents who own dogs. The survey showed that the majority of those sampled were in favor of the dog park. Which of the following is true about the City Council's survey? So in this survey, the sample of 500 city residents are already the dog owners, and there is none of those persons who are not the dog owners. And it shows that the survey introduced a biased sample because it doesn't represent of all city residents. So one of the option will be, it shows that the majority of the city residents are in favor of the dog park. The survey sample should have included more residents who are dog owners. The survey sample should have consisted entirely of residents who do not own dogs. The survey sample is biased because it is not representative of all city residents. So option D is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. So our next question is, the table above shows the flavor of ice cream and the topping chosen by the people at a party. Each person choose one flavor of ice cream and one topping. Of the people who choose vanilla ice cream, what fraction choose hot fudge as a topping? So here is the table which gives us the number of people who like vanilla flavor and topping hot fudge is 8. 5 people like to eat vanilla flavor with caramel topping. 6 people like chocolate with hot fudge, and 6 people like chocolate with caramel topping. So we need to find the people who like vanilla flavor with the hot fudge topping, which is 8. We need to find the fraction of these people. So the number of people who like vanilla flavor is 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. And the number of people who like vanilla flavor with hot fudge is 8. So the fraction of those people who like vanilla and hot fudge is equal to 8 by 13, which is option number D. So next question is question number 9. The question number 9 says the total area of coastal city is 92.1 square miles, of which 11.3 square miles is water. If the city had a population of 621,000 people in the year 2010, which of the following is the closest to the population density in people per square mile of land area of the city at the time. So in the question we are given the land area, which is 92.1 square miles, and the area which is in the water, 11.3 square miles is water. So it's under the water. We need to figure out the residential area. So I'm going to write the residential area is equal to the total area minus the area of the total area subtracting the area under the water or area in the water, which is equal to 92.1 square miles minus 11.3 square miles, which is equal to 80.8 square miles. So the population density is equal to population divided by area. So here we have the area. Population density is equal to the population divided by area. So here we were given the population 621,000, and the area is, which is residential area, is 80.8 square miles, 80.8 square miles. And if we divide these, it gives us 7,685 per square miles. So 7,685 per square miles. So number of people living in per square mile is 7,685. Let's move to the next question. So the question is between 1497 and 1500, Amerigo Vespucci embarked on 2 voyages to the New World. According to the Vespucci's letter, the first voyage lasted 43 days longer than the second voyage, and the 2 voyages combined lasted a total of 1003 days. How many days did the second voyage last? According to the question, we need to find the days of second voyage. So how many days it took to complete the second voyage or second journey? So let me give the name to the second voyage. Let the second journey, the second voyage lasted is equal to X days. So it took X days to complete the second voyage, and it was given that the first voyage lasted 43 days longer than the second voyage. It means we can, if we add 43 days in X, we will get the first voyage. The number of days first voyage lasted is equal to X plus 43, because the first voyage is 43 days longer than the second voyage. So if we combine both of them, we will get the total number of days took to complete the both of the voyages. So I'm going to write the sum of both voyages is equal to 1003 days, will be equal to X plus 43 is equal to 1003 days. So 2X is equal to 1003 minus 43. If we subtract, so it will be 960. X will be 960 divided by 2 will be 480 days. So it means second voyage took 480 days to complete. Let's move to the next question. Here we have given two simultaneous linear equations. The first equation is 7x plus 3y is equal to 8, and the second equation is 6x minus 3y is equal to 5. This is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. For the solution xy to the system of equations above, what is the value of x minus y? So we need to find the value of x and y, then we will subtract y from x. We will get the values according to the required question. So first of all, if I add both of the first and second equation, if I add equation number 1 with equation number 2, 3y will be cancelled with the 3y. So we will get 7 plus 6 is 13x is equal to 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. So x will be equal to 13 divided by 13 is equal to 1. Put x is equal to 1 in any of the above equation. I'm going to put x is equal to 1 in equation number 1. Put in equation 1. So 7 into 1 plus 3y is equal to 8. 3y is equal to 8 minus 7 is 1. So y is equal to 1 by 3. So we have got the values of x and y. Now the question was, what is the value of x minus y? So I'm going to find here x minus y, where x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 by 3. So 3 minus 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3, which is option B. So option B is the correct answer.